All right, big old male. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm really excited to be back out today. I've got my son Brody with me today. Happy to have him back. He's off for Christmas break, so we decided since the forecast is going to be kind of decent, it should hit the middle 30s maybe today, low to mid 30s. We're going to do some plug fishing for some wintertime steelhead. So I wanted to go through a little bit more in depth in this video about what we're doing for plug fishing in the wintertime and how we're getting these fish. The main line I have is 30-pound braid, high-vis yellow, so I can see it entering the water. I've got a bead right above my swivel, and then I have just a barrel swivel down to about a 3-foot fluorocarbon leader. I run 17-pound, and everybody kind of has their own preference for what weight or whatever. But for clear water in the wintertime, I still feel like 17-pound is plenty good for the river system we're fishing. And then I've got a wiggle wart lure here. And we run mainly Brad's Wigglers or wiggle warts in the wintertime. And the reason is they have a rattle. If you can hear that, there's a rattle inside this lure. And our goal today for fishing a run in these holes is to take 4 rods and set them back all the same distance. So I don't have line counters on my reels. I've got all spinning reels, and I've got medium action rods. But the way that I get them all set the same distance is I hold the rods up next to each other, and I make sure that the line enters at the same place. So with the rods at the same height, the line should be entering the water at the same place. So it's not an exact science, but I get them pretty close to having a wall of four lures in a wall the same distance behind the boat, and then that 5th rod will be a short rod on the side of the boat. So that's the basics of what we're trying to do. And then the one key thing to this with boat control is this right here, is having, you'll see that's a nice chain anchor. So what's going to happen is we'll be on the bottom and we'll start at the top of a run because I don't have a trolling motor. And we'll actually pick this anchor up, and half of it will be on the bottom and half won't, and the boat will just be a controlled slide. And then I'll drop it again, and as I drop it, the boat will slide back real slow, and then it'll stop. And so without having oars or without having a trolling motor, that's kind of the way we like to do it, to get those plugs to stay down deep in a run. And what we're trying to do is make the fish angry. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to show you a fish today. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I got 2 lines out here. I'm just putting the lines out right now, and I'm grabbing each rod. And this is the reason I have the high-vis yellow line, is so that I can see where that line is entering the water. And if I put the rods at the same exact rod angle, if they're at the same angle, I should be able to tell if that line enters the water at the same place, then they're close enough together. And then I'll check that for all 4 of my rods in my wall out the back. Alright, so I pick up the anchor, and then I'll watch us on this side of the bank here to see. Starting to move back real slow. So I'm trying to move back really slow, and then I'll drop the anchor again. And I just heard it go down, and we're still moving slow, and then now it's going to catch. And so depending on how good of the run that you're fishing, you can take your time going through a run. If you know it's a really good run and it probably has a fish or two or 3 or 4 in it, then you take your time to go really slow back through a run. It might take a half hour to an hour to go through a run. But if you're wanting to cover water and you're not sure about the run, then and you want to cover it a little quicker, then just pick it up and drop it and wait a few minutes, pick it up and drop it again. Another couple minutes, drop it again. And then you just keep moving your way, covering water and finding a fish maybe moving its way up. Spot. Cast it out. I'm gonna try to get about 50 or 60 feet of line out. That's the goal. Because this run is about 10-11 foot deep. So I like to let out about 40 foot of line normally with wiggle warts because they dive pretty deep, 6 to 8 feet pretty easily. But in this spot, with it being 10 feet deep, you can get them down 10 feet, just gotta let out more line. My wife and Brody's mom really knows how to take care of us. When it's cold out here on the river, she knows what hits the spot. So she makes us some nice, fresh, hot cocoa. Oh, that's good. Here, bud. I'm gonna get yourself some of that. How is it?
Good.
Hits the spot, doesn't it?
Right now.
We're having some heater problems this morning. I can't get the Mr. Buddy to heat. So we're gonna have to rely on our hand warmers and the hot cocoa. Where are the fish at, bud?
Upriver.
Upriver? They're not here. Yeah, you're probably right. All right, well, let's hopefully we can stumble into one downriver because we just like going downriver, don't we?
I don't.
You're like, Dad, speak for yourself there. I like catching fish. Patience, grasshopper. We will get you into one. Got a good feeling about it. 2 fish is the goal. All right, what did you find there? This is the other thing that Mom does to take care of us. Show us what you're getting into there, little.
Stroop waffles.
Stroop waffle, original Stroop waffles. Man, I just got into these yesterday for the first time, and they are money. What else did she pack for us? Oh man, just a bunch of goodness. Just waffles and peanut butter jelly. I don't even know what else. Chips, Ruffles. We got it pretty good, don't we? spreader burr on it too.
Oh my.
Just tapped it. Excuse me. I pulled it right out of his.
You did.
Okay, so what you just learned there is this is the big what not to do. That fish hit that plug and the rod started to slowly go down and bounce. It bounced probably 2 or 3 times. I grabbed it and my instinct is to always pull. And I've been plug fishing for 15 years and I know not to do that, but I still did it anyways. So you don't pull when a plug rod goes down. You're better off letting it go all the way down, load up, and then just lift and just hold on to the rod. So, hey guys, there's a fail. There's what not to do. Let's hopefully he hits again because he wasn't on there very long. Oh. I looked over and it's like
Choke.
just a little.
I saw it right there. Like I was like, are you gonna not just do anything? So I was just starting to get up, and then you grabbed it, and then you. You better remember what
Real, bro.
He's gone again.
Oh no.
I'm not grabbing it.
Oh, you should have been there.
Should have. Exactly.
Ah! 0 for 2. This lure keeps getting popped and it won't stick. There's all kinds of hooks for him to get caught on. Well, here's a lure that's gotten hit twice. It's a gold and black wigglewort, or Brad's Wiggler. And somehow they're avoiding all 3 treble hooks on this lure today. 2 times it's gotten popped and hit. But just a real simple gold black back.
Got him?
On to the right. Woo! He's really tugging hard, isn't he?
Oh, Dad.
You're fine. Keep tugging them right. Nice fish, bro. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling?
Hot chocolate finally kicked in.
Oh, big winter buck. Nice. Go keep them to the side a little more, okay? Work them up, walk to the front, keep them to the side so I can put this rod back. Nice, keep his head down in the water nicely. There you go. Real gentle with him. Nice. Good work, Brody. So if you'll see here, as Brody's fighting this fish, if you get a good look here, just below his rod, there's a bead in the water. And that bead prevents the swivel from getting reeled into his eyelet. So that's why I put a bead on the line. Man, Brody, that's a gorgeous winter steelhead. And the bead also lets you know where the fish is. If you're in muddy water, I got a 3-foot leader. And so, you know, if you can't see the fish and you know that you see the bead at the top, you know the fish is 3 foot below it. So it also helps as a nice indicator there. All right, let's put a net on this fish, bud.
Okay.
Go ahead and swing him in here. Whoops. All right. That is a really heavy fish.
That is a winter football.
Yes, give me some. Nice work. All right. Nice, gorgeous winter steelhead. He hit that purple Charisse wigglewort. I love that color.
So normally you guys always want to take off your gloves because if you touch them with your glove, you're going to take off their extra slime coat and that could.
You're actually going to wet your hands first.
Yeah.
Wet your hands, even though this water's cold. You're going to wet your both. That's good enough. Wet your hands real quick.
Woo!
Real cold, and get a. That way you don't take off the fish's slime coat. Whew. There it is, winter steelhead. A nice big old male. All right, you getting cold?
Yeah.
All right, let's get him back in the water. Nice work. This is actually going to be a steelhead plug pull that we're trying out, and it's going to be a salmon bobber pull this fall, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's show what it is. It's a salmon spin Okuma SST 9-footer. It's a pretty heavy duty rod. It's a 10 to 30 pound rated, and we're trying it out on a winter steelhead plug fishing. Ooh, I see a nice fish over there, bud. Another buck. Nice, goat.
Another football.
All right. Just a big old winter buck. Nice winter buck. Yeah. Great. Here we go. Male. That is another Brad's Wiggler. Pink belly, pink bill. All kinds of pink and purple. I love me purple and pink in the wintertime. One of my favorite colors. So also golden black. 7-8 pound winter buck. Oh wow, he took off that way.
Alright guys, today was a pretty decent day, and our first spot, it just wasn't going well, so we decided to come downriver a little bit. Not a little bit, like a lot of it. It was cold on that
It was
ride.
a long
It was
ways.
so cold.
We probably drove 3 miles downriver from where we
it was
launched.
super cold. And then in the second spot, it was hot for a little while there. We had our 2 early bites right there. The first one, you kind of like choked a little bit. You saw that and you kind of yanked it out of its mouth.
I didn't let it eat it.
Yeah, the second time I'm gonna expose myself. I couldn't grab it out of the rod holder. Like I couldn't get it out of there.
You missed the second one.
Yeah. And then
What happened on the third one?
Third one we drifted back a little bit. So it was on that same rod that I just got hit twice. And then it hit there and then it went.
And that one slammed.
That one slammed, we grabbed it. And
that one stayed on, no doubter.
Yes. And then the fourth one we drifted back like at the butt of the run, and we got that fish on our brand new
Okuma.
SST Okuma.
Yeah, I got a new rod we broke in.
Christmas.
Christmas rod.
So it was a good overall day.
So 2 for 4.
Yeah, 2 for 4 for the day.
2 for 4. First fish was probably close to 10 pounds. Second one was a little smaller.
8, probably.
8 pounds, yep.
8 pounds. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you would like to. Hit that thumbs up. And have a good rest of your day. And Happy New Year's too.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Even though it's after Christmas, Happy New Year now.
Yep.
And we hope you enjoyed a little bit more of a tutorial. We wanted to try to show you a little bit more of how we caught these fish. So thanks for sticking with us. And I hope if you're new to steelhead fishing that you give this plug fishing a try. It's pretty relaxing and pretty rewarding. You're usually going to catch a fish if you plug fish and you put in the time on the water and you work your way back through a run. It usually will produce at least a fish if you're willing to put in the time and be patient. So, thanks, man. Love you. All right, catch you on the next one.
Yep. All right, buddies. So, as you can tell, it is very icy right here. So we cannot get up, and he's got this white minivan that's very slippery.
crazy. I don't know if it's gonna work.
So we're trying to go where the dirt is. I've been trying to dig up, but that's just not gonna work. So his tires are just slipping everywhere. So this is why I want to get him a truck next time. That's why I need a truck next time. Very slippery.
Yeah, I know. You want me to get a truck, Brody.
Exactly.
This could be tricky getting out today. I thought it was going to be warm enough, but the ramp is still pretty icy, so we might have trouble getting out.
Oh, it is cold too, man.
Alright, wish us luck. We're almost to the moment of truth.
Very slippery. Ooh. Almost biffed it. So, this is what we call the fishmobile. Stinky inside and not.
We did it! We made it!
Oh, dude, that
We made
was.
it. Woo! Now the next hurdle is the next
Yeah.
ramp. We're gonna have to get a running start.
Yes, we are.
Stay tuned. It's gonna be crazy. All right, well, we made it through the first hurdle, which was pulling it up the icy boat ramp. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to notice, but I pulled it up the side of the boat ramp that hadn't been used, and it was a little sandier. But now we have another obstacle, and that's getting out of the main entrance to the boat ramp. It is very iced, and we're gonna have to get a running start. So Brody, you take the camera.
Yeah.
We're not sure how this is gonna go.
This isn't gonna go well.
Let's hope we can get a running start here and get going up the hill. Oh boy, come on, go honey, go. Keep going. Oh, we're good. We got
that
it.
wasn't actually that bad.
That wasn't too bad.
That was not too bad.
All right, we might actually make it home.
Yes.
I wasn't so sure there for
Yeah.
a while. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.